Hi everyone, happy Friday. I am making my cholent, my steward for Friday night and Saturday. This is like a meal in itself. It is in my favorite crock pot, and I've had fancier crock pots. This crock pot I purchased about 10 years ago, maybe more, and I'm still using it. It has an off, low, and high. That's all you need. It's a perfect size. So again, nothing fancy. I've used the fancy ones and I just love this one. So I heated it up already, and I'm just gonna demo all the ingredients I put into my cholent with the spices. This is like gold. Everyone loves it. Today I am making it with meat. It is my flanken. Sometimes I make it as a vegan dish. You could totally make this as is with no meat, but I have lovers of flanken, which is a very, very tender meat that I just seared a little bit in my pan, and it's ready to go. I put that on the top of everything. So I start with my chickpeas. I put that on the bottom of my pots. Yeah, it just cooks so nicely. Now this is like raw, so it really needs to cook many hours to soften the chickpeas. You can use chickpeas from a can, but I did not have the can, so I have my raw chickpeas, which is perfect. And then I have my vegetables. So I'm gonna put an onion. I don't chop it. I just put a full onion in there. Everything softens after many hours. And then I have my delicious sweet potato. This creates this sweetness in the cholent. So I'm just gonna put it all around. So I like to put the veggies on the bottom with the chickpeas because I like them to be really, really soft. And I don't chop them in tiny pieces because I want to keep the integrity of the pieces of the vegetables so I could serve it. The onion I don't serve, but the sweet potatoes I definitely serve, and I love the color. And then I have my beans. I use 1 cup of beans or lentils. What I did is I used 2 beans today. Well, 1 lentil, 1 bean, a dookie and French lentils. These are my favorite. And I did half a cup and half a cup just to make it more interesting. So these are like my favorite. A dookie beans are the best, like so delicious for fall and winter, and French lentils are just so refined. And then I just have a little bit of quinoa, not necessary, but I just want to add a little bit of grain. So I used about a half a cup of quinoa. And now I'm going to be adding my spices, and there's a lot of them. So I have my salt, my Himalayan pink salt. Then I have my black pepper. I have my paprika. I used a smoked paprika. You don't have to use smoked, but that's what I had. I have my garlic, just 1 garlic. I have turmeric. Then I have my delicious leaf. What is this? Oh my gosh, sometimes it just has this, yeah, it's the bay leaf. Okay, this adds a great taste, also helps with digestion. Then I have my cumin. I have a little bit of a spicy, the spice I used is cayenne pepper, and I'm probably going to be adding my kombu seaweed a little later. So I'm just going to add all this, mixing it into my bowl, and into my pot, and I am going to mix it a little bit just to get everything in. This looks absolutely gorgeous. Like, it looks like a painting, a food painting. And now I'm going to add the flanken, the tender meat. So it comes in a very long piece, and I just cut them into 3. I also like the flanken because it has meat, has a bone, like a bone marrow. So you're getting some really great nutrition in there. And again, it cooks for many, many hours. Like, we're not eating this until, like, I would say maybe 10, 12 hours. And then we continue cooking it, and then tomorrow we'll enjoy it as well. And there you go. After I take my water, my filtered water, and I'm going to be pouring it on top up until the very top, because I don't want it to over waterize it, because it's going to get too watered down. I might look at it and see if it's getting too dry. Then I'll add a little bit more water, but it probably will not need it. And I like my cholents to be slightly crispy. And there you go. And then I'm just going to cover it, and that's it. No timer. Again, this is like a simple crock pot, and it's like gold. It's amazing. So wishing you a Shabbat Shalom. Have an awesome day. Mwah.